Hey everybody, we got more good news. Another state's unconstitutional gun control has been stopped thanks to the Bruen decision. Before I jump into that, I want to thank the sponsor of the video, and that's CMMG. CMMG right here in America makes great things. They go boom and bang. Can't say much more than that because YouTube likes to slap my hand when I tell you more. But you can save more at CMMG, and you know how to get there. It's GNG10 is a great code for great people. They make great items. Some are short, some are long. Got to be careful with what I say. Thanks to CMMG for being a phenomenal friend to the family and a friend to the channel. All right, for this decision, we're going down to Hawaii. And a couple days ago, I told you about Hawaii's this challenge that we just got a ruling on. And this is all of their post-Bruen gun control. Remember, all of the gun control was everywhere basically in the state, including adjacent parking areas. That video is floating above if you want to watch that. You should probably be up to speed on that, especially if you live in Hawaii. But we just got the ruling that came down yesterday, late yesterday, out of Hawaii for a temporary restraining order. Let's see what the judge said here on the screen. The case is Justin Wolford, Allison Wolford, Adam Kaspersky, Hawaii Firearms Coalition versus Ann Lopez in her official capacity as the Attorney General of the Communist Nation of Hawaii. And this is an order granting in part and denying in part the plaintiff's motion for temporary restraining order and preliminary injunction. The judge said, an alarming increase in violent crime involving firearms in Hawaii has heightened public concerns about guns and safety. State officials recently responded by enacting a law prohibiting the carrying or possessing of firearms in certain defined locations and premises, such as banks, beaches, and bars. Whether a firearm regulation is consistent with the constitutional protection of the Second Amendment to carry handguns publicly for self-defense has been recently articulated in the New York State Rifle and Pistol Association, Inc. versus Bruen decision, Supreme Court. We all know about that, June 2022. It is this powerful collusion between Hawaii officials concerned with the safety and welfare of its citizens and the Second and 14th Amendment's protection of an individual's right to carry a handgun for self-defense outside the home that is before this court today. In their present motion, plaintiffs Jason Wolford, Allison Wolford, Adam Kaspersky, and the Hawaii Firearms Coalition seek to enjoin the state of Hawaii from enforcing certain provisions of the act that prohibit carrying handguns in particular areas. These areas are parking areas adjacent to buildings or offices owned, leased, or used by the state or a county, restaurants or bars serving alcohol and their adjacent parking areas, beaches and parks and their adjacent parking areas, and banks or financial institutions and their adjacent parking areas. In addition, plaintiffs seek to enjoin enforcement of the Act's provision that prohibits carrying handguns on the private property of another person, for instance, a home, community association, or condominium, unless the property owner or manager gives unambiguous written or verbal authorization or posts a sign on the property expressing authorization. Hawaii, acting through its Attorney General, opposes the temporary restraining order motion. The plaintiff's TRO is hereby granted in part and denied in part for the reasons set forth below, insofar as the following challenge provisions or portions thereof are enjoined. That means these parts are being stopped immediately from being enforced. The portions of the statute that prohibit carrying firearms in parking areas owned, leased, or used by the state or county which share the parking area with a non-governmental entity are not reserved for state or county employees or do not exclusively serve the state or county building. So they're still going to let this ban stand on parking areas for state or county buildings that are specifically owned or operated by them. The entirety of the statute, section 134A, A4, and A12, the portions of the Hawaii statute prohibiting the carrying of firearms in beaches, parks, and their adjacent parking areas, the portion of the statute that prohibits carrying firearms on private properties held open to the public, and the TRO motion is denied in all other respects. So we got good news. Another unconstitutional post-Bruen response by a communist state has been overturned temporarily. Pump our brakes. This is a temporary restraining order and a preliminary injunction. So this case will continue on its merits. They'll probably appeal to the Ninth Circuit to try to get this stopped. That's what gun controllers do. But this is another good domino falling, thanks to Bruen, stopping this. Basically, Hawaii banned guns in everywhere in the state other than in your own personal home. unless you had written expressed permission or didn't tell anybody you were carrying. But let me know what you guys and gals think about this down below. Judge Kobayashi scored a win for us today. And the day prior, I got a call from my friend who is actually the attorney on one of the attorneys on the case. The Second Amendment was found to cover butterfly knives, as Hawaii had banned those too. So in 2 days, 2 Second Amendment rulings in our favor. One saying that, hey, this Bruen decision stops you from doing all this crazy stuff. We're going to enjoin some of this bill, or law now, and also this ban on butterfly knives is unconstitutional. So this is good stuff. We have positive momentum. We can't win them all, but we will win a vast majority going forward. And thanks to your support, the people who are fighting on our behalf are able to do what they do. So support those who support you. Links to those groups that I think are worthy of your support are down below in every description. And until we see each other again, have a fantastic day. If you're into the Second Amendment, subscribe to this channel. I'll put you in the know every single day, oftentimes, multiple times a day. So hit that subscribe button down below, turn the bell notification on to all notifications, like the video and share if you get anything out of it or want more people to see it, because YouTube plays funky games. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.